Greetings to our cherished viewers. My name is Eli. I have with me here Honorable Lukutor Maxwell, the NDC Parliamentary Candidate for South Tongu. Honorable,
Yes.
ever since you've been elected as a parliamentary candidate, what have you been up to?
Yeah, so basically doing community engagement, knowing that I'm a first-time parliamentary candidate, very familiar with most of the delegates and they know me, but for the generality of the constituents who are not very mobile to go to programs and see me, some of them have heard of my name but have not personally met me, so I am taking the opportunity to go to every community. We have over 373 communities in the constituency. I'm doing my best to touch base with all of them in the constituency. So every day I take an electoral area or more and then visit the constituents within their communities to interact with them, to refresh my memories at first hand, some of the challenges that confronts them, and to interact with them and also to listen to them. Of course, I know there are challenges, but there are very hidden, peculiar ones that you might not know. And sometimes it's also good to hear from them yourself. So I am using the opportunity to reach out to most of them, especially the old ladies and men who cannot go out. You go to them in their kitchens, their homes, and then you familiarize with them. So that's basically what I'm doing. Even though before then, I have had a touch with most of these communities by trying to do one thing or the other, either personally or for the whole of the community. I still feel that being a new person, I need to touch base with all of them, and that's what I'm doing on a daily basis.
Okay. So you said you've been reaching out to the community. What's your message to the people?
The message of hope, the message of resetting Ghana, the message of restoration. You know, Ghana is at a crossroad that we need the NDC and John Dramani Mahama to come back to reset things. If we continue the way things are going, I believe that Ghana after a while will be sold completely to someone else, a businessman. And so I believe that JDM and NDC are the best bet to reset. And I am the new parliamentary candidate for the constituency. I have my visions to run beyond that of the party, the NDC. So I need to go share with the people and also listen to them. It's always good to listen to people to know what their challenges are. And so for me, it's a good step to get to them, share my vision of helping them in all areas of our life. I have a 5-fold agenda of focus areas, which I enumerated and exhibited in the launch of my foundation, the Maxwell Lukutor Foundation, or the ML Foundation. The first is the community development, which encapsulates road networking in the communities, water provision, health screening and support, like we see currently ongoing. I had a health thing came earlier to screen, and now they are doing the surgery for the people, and so that takes care of the community development. Education is another aspect where I intend to grant scholarship to very needy but brilliant students who will be seeking admission or had gotten admission to tertiary institutions that I need to give them scholarship. As few as I can, at least, even if it is 5, I would wish to do that every year. And so that will be for education. And then when it comes to women and children, we are trying to help to secure our babies' health. And so we go to hospitals. Some women are in the hospital after giving birth, they can't pay their bills. We help support some of them. We give them sanitary wares whilst in the hospital, sanitary pads we give to them, and all those other things that will support the women's health. And then the youth and sports. I believe that we should grow in all leaps and bounds, especially when it comes to the area of sports. So the last visit of JM, I made it explicit that the sports stadium in Sogakope should be developed into a multi-sporty area where people can go and have their football, astroturf, volleyball, lawn tennis, and other things. And I sponsored the 3rd Division League in the just ended Division League of the District Football Association. That's the ML Foundation sponsored the 3rd Division League in the area of sports, so and youth. As for the youth, they are my heartbeat, and so I intend to support most of them to continue in their individual fields of endeavor, maybe education, maybe entrepreneurship, maybe arts, music, anything. So I do my best to always promote these guys in every endeavor. When it comes to, so I spoke about education, I spoke about community development. Then when we also come to skills training and entrepreneurship, so the skills training is the other aspect beyond education. Those who may not want to continue to the highest level of the universities and the polytechnics or the tertiary universities, I also wish to support them in the area of skills training. And then the entrepreneurship involves agri, animal rearing, fish farming, any other form of agri. So I intend to supply some mechanization like tractors, seeds, input, and all those things to support farmers, even the fisher folk, to help them with outboard motors, divers with some oxygen equipment, and all those other things that we can help them with. So in the 5 areas of focus, those are the things I am sharing with them, and I intend to do when I become the member of parliament of the constituency.
In fact, that's laudable. Your vision is so deep, and it shows that you are so passionate about your people, and you are really determined to work for your people. So looking at this elaborate vision that you've outlined, what are some of the challenges that you think, or some of the hurdles that you face when you want to implement all these visions?
It's people understanding that you are a first timer. They will need to give you some space to put structures in place to implement. But before I became the MP, that is why I even started by launching out my foundation. Okay. So I'm reaching out to friends, colleagues, and other international NGOs so that they come in to help. So that even before becoming a member of parliament, there's something that has started that you need to run on. And so definitely it will take some time for you to put these things together. So people believe that you are already the MP because by default they know that you'll be there, and so the demands keep coming, and they don't understand that you are not yet, and that you may not have all the resources they think you have to be able to implement the things you have to do now. And so for me, that's a little challenge, but I'm trying to manage to let them understand that it's only when I get there fully that beyond the little I do with the foundation that I'll have statutory funds coming through me to help them do their things. But whatever it is, I believe that I'm up to the task. It's a matter of communicating. And so once you communicate the truth to the people and they believe it and they understand you for who you are, and you see, some of these things depends on you as an individual. Are you trustworthy? Do people trust you for what you tell them? And I think that as much as possible, I have proved myself worthy of being trusted. And so whatever I tell them, they take my word, and I think that we are doing good with it. Even though there are challenges, I wish to surmount them, and they should just trust that I am a new leader. I have a new focus, a new vision, and as time goes, one after the other, we'll roll it out. But as much as possible, most of the things I'm able to do now, because I have some earth-moving equipment myself that I use to do some of the community roads, with my own resources, provide water for some communities, do bridges for some communities over small creeks and rivers. I do all those by myself, and especially now with the support of the NGO, I'm able to run around with some of those things. So it's not too bad. I think that people believe I can do what I say, and so it's looking good.
Okay. So what has been the support system for running all this thing that you are doing?
Yeah, sure. Beyond my personal abilities to raise funds out of the things I do a variety of things. I am a licensed surveyor, I'm a contractor, I have a salt mine, I have a hotel, and so out of all this, I whatever I get, I use to support. Beyond that, there are a group of people around. Friends of Maxwell is doing good, so there are people who believe in my visions and they support me through donations. Some bring cash, some help in printing posters, some help in printing t-shirts. Currently a t-shirt costs about 25 or 30 cedis, and so some people are doing as much as 500 pieces, some are doing 1,000 pieces, some are doing 100 pieces, some are doing 200 pieces, and so that's how come we are getting it through. And communicating my vision, most of the information centers dotted within the constituency have agreed to carry my messages for free without charging anything. A good job. Nanam Pedu Enterprise supporting with 500 pieces of t-shirt, Willie Aguze supporting with 500 shirts, and Hamofest, Foyo, and all nice, always on board to give us water anytime we need it for programs. There are several people. The one who sells motorbikes at the runabout, Absonic. So there are a lot of colleagues. Some young men would come, 1,000 cedis, buy fuel. Some people will go and put money at the filling station for you to go and take fuel to do your rounds. And this morning, a colleague called, an investing mate called and said, "What can I do? Give me your account number. I want to drop some money in for you to help you." And so a lot of people are helping, and I am grateful that they believe in my vision, and knowing that I'm very focused, they come along to help. So that's how it's supposed to be. It cannot be a one man doing everything. Because even as a leader, I don't believe that I have all the knowledge to be able to run around. Some of you doing brilliantly well. Today, you've also taken it upon yourself to come to help with this aspect of whatever we are doing now. Other people do the leg works. They go around, mobilize funds and resources from people for us to do the things we do. For instance, this coming weekend, we have a health walk. The Agbagome guys have put it together, and they have done most of the things. I will only come in a little to support here and there, and we'll have a mega program come Saturday. So I must say that guys around are doing so good, and I thank them for believing in my vision and coming on board to help and to support. So it's a good feeling that you have people around who trust in you and who commit their resources, money, and other things to help your cause, all for the sake of the constituency and the district. Yes.
Viewers, this is actually a good cause to support, and from all that our incoming MP is saying, the visions are elaborate and people are coming on board to support. So we also want to appeal to the general public to also come on board in whatever way or the other to help. We have the Friends of Lukutor. If you want to come with t-shirt, like you rightly said, you want to come with banners, flyers, or you want to even send a donation through Momo, or you want to contact us and make a donation, you are welcome. You are gladly welcome, and we appreciate it a lot. So you can reach Friends of Maxwell on the 024 75 46 767. 024, let me tell the number again, 024 75 46 767. Friends of Maxwell. You can reach us on this particular number through donation, or call us and book an appointment, whatever that you want to do to support this worthy cause. Thank you for having us.